From Eden to the Flood, the first generations of man. Part 4, the mystery of Cain's wife. Genesis 4:16-17 KJV. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch. One of the oldest questions skeptics raise is, where did Cain get his wife? The answer is found right in Scripture. Adam and Eve were the first parents of all mankind. Genesis 5:4 states, And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. Cain's wife, then, was one of Adam's descendants, most likely a sister or niece. In the earliest generations, this was both natural and necessary. At that time, such close marriages were not forbidden. God's law against marrying near kin came much later, in the days of Moses, Leviticus 18. In those first centuries, the human race was uncorrupted by genetic weakness, and such unions carried no danger. Instead, they were required for the propagation of the race. There is no contradiction here, only the outworking of God's command to be fruitful and multiply, Genesis 1:28. But beyond the physical question lies a spiritual lesson. Cain's line, though it grew and prospered outwardly, departed from the presence of the Lord. Cain built a city, named it after his son, and laid the foundation for a culture centered in man rather than God. His descendants became known for their skills in farming, music, and metallurgy, Genesis 4:20-22. These are not evil in themselves, but in Cain's line they developed apart from faith. The works of man flourished while the worship of God declined. In contrast, Seth's line carried the testimony of calling upon the name of the Lord. Two legacies began to grow side by side. Cain's line representing rebellion and self-exaltation, and Seth's line representing faith and obedience. These two spiritual paths would eventually lead to the crisis of Genesis 6, where the corruption of mankind reached its peak. The mystery of Cain's wife, then, is no mystery at all. She was simply a daughter of Adam. The real issue is not who she was, but which path we follow, the way of Cain that departs from God, or the way of faith that calls upon his name.